think we all know in schools in our neighborhood too.
Coming up, the fight to keep schools in Corpus Christi neighborhoods. Parents are gathering. The district is listening. Plus, new rules for public restrooms in Texas, how Senate Bill 8 impacts transgender rights, and what it means here at home. And time is running out to cast your early vote in the runoff election. Everything you need to know. KRIS 6 News starts right now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Suzanne Stevens. Clara has the night off. Parents are back for a second round of meetings on the district's plan to close 7 schools. They're gathering right now to tell CCISD exactly how they feel about the new proposal. This is video from the first community meeting held last week at Travis Elementary, one of the many schools that could soon close. Other schools include Fanning, Sanders, and Costores Elementary, along with Brown, Haas, and Martin Middle. Right now, parents are gathering at Tom Brown Middle School. The meeting started at 5 o'clock, and there will be others. For a full list, you can visit our website at kristv.com. The city of Ingleside is set to hold 2 big votes tonight on the city's industrial future. And the council meeting was moved to the Ingleside High School cafeteria to accommodate the large crowd. There's a lot of public interest in the final vote on 2 separate projects. The first is an oil tank farm located on Highway 361. The other is the Yaren Blue ammonia project located on Lexington Boulevard. Both projects have drawn mixed reactions from residents. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam is at tonight's meeting. He'll have an update for you tonight at 10. Tonight's your last chance to cast a ballot for the runoff elections, and the clock is ticking. Polls close at 7. In Robstown, neighbors are voting for a mayor and a city council seat. In the mayoral race, incumbent David P.D. Martinez is in the runoff with Mary Ann Sines. Also on the runoff ballot is the race for Robstown Council seat number 1. The candidates are John A. Ramon and Robert Silguero. Runoff election day is Saturday, December 13th. If you'd like any more information on the runoff races, you can head to our website at kristv.com. If you're heading to the polls tonight, you might want to take a jacket. Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber is here with a look at our first forecast, and some of us are going to get pretty cold tonight.
Yeah, not as cold as it was this morning, though. I'll tell you what, it even surprised me a little bit. I'll say that. We had our first freeze warnings for some of our more northern neighborhoods. Here's what we woke up to this morning, y'all. If it felt chilly, it's because it was 37, the low temperature in Beeville, 38 in Orange Grove, 39 here in Corpus Christi at the airport, and we stayed a bit warmer along the coast. Again, the benefit, the cheat code there, being by the water kind of moderates your temperature. It's not really helping us right now where it's a little chillier along the coast. Here in Corpus Christi, though, we did split the difference. We made it to the 70s today, and that's when some clouds started moving through. And over the past about 2-3 hours, we've had a bit of a breeze starting to pick up from that familiar warm and humid southeast wind direction. So that's our sign of our warming trend. Right now, temperatures not doing too bad, though. A lot better than we were yesterday. 66 in Port A, 67 at CCIA, and even 72 the reading right now in George West. So we're on this warming trend. Where does it stop, and how long is it here before our next cool down arrives? I'll have all those details coming up.
Stephanie, thank you. New rules are now in effect for Texas restrooms. Senate Bill 8 requires people to use public buildings restrooms that match the sex on their birth certificate. A change many say directly affects transgender rights. The law leaves enforcement up to local governments. Political analyst David Smith says the lack of guidance could lead to legal challenges.
And so now you can file a complaint and then file a lawsuit regarding someone using a bathroom that is perceived to be inappropriate.
Local colleges say they're reviewing the new requirements, and the Nueces County Sheriff tells us his courthouse won't see major changes because most restrooms are single stall. We'll keep following how the Coastal Bend implements SB 8.
What if the house you thought you owned vanished in one click? In Texas, scammers are hijacking listings, and new state laws could treat that nightmare as a crime. I'm Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter on the South Side, with a look at what's happening and what to look out for.
We are seeing an uptick in fraud, in scams, in every different way.
Texas is tightening the rules around property filings to stop deed theft.
At the end of the day, it's about protecting consumers from their money, from theft, from scams.
One of the new laws, Senate Bill 15, now makes real property theft and real property fraud a crime in Texas, giving prosecutors a clear way to go after anyone trying to steal a home on paper. The new laws also require photo ID for property filings and let county clerks reject documents that look suspicious, giving victims a faster way to challenge a fraudulent deed.
And I'm glad to hear that we're definitely, going to put the hammer down on these people and that they will face criminal charges.
Corpus Christi realtor David Garcia supports the new law and says many of these scams start long before the paperwork.
It starts online.
Online and opportunity.
They know buying a home and selling a home is very emotional, and when they can attach an emotional connection to the transaction, then people are more susceptible.
He says scammers do this through fake rental listings, wire fraud, even phony Zoom links. Just recently, a couple contacted him asking for the keys to a home they thought they just leased.
My response was, "Did you send them money?" They said, yes, they did. What people are doing is they're finding cute homes, they're getting the photo, they're remarketing on social media and other avenues, and they have a very attractive lease amount.
So what should you watch out for? Red flags include they want cash with no bank involved, they create urgency or pressure, they refuse to meet face-to-face, or you haven't seen the property in person.
So if it looks too good to be true, it probably is.
Bottom line, these new laws give Texans more power to fight back, but staying alert is still your first line of defense. From the South Side, I'm Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 News.
Michaela, thank you. That's just one of the new state laws making waves right now. There are several others set to take effect this month and the next. Here's a look at some of them. House Bill 7 went into effect last week. It allows private citizens to sue anyone who makes or distributes abortion drugs in Texas. House Bill 18 creates more penalties for lawmakers who break quorum or delay legislative action. That law passed after Texas House Democrats fled the state in an attempt to block congressional redistricting. Senate Bill 11 shields trafficking victims from prosecution from certain crimes they were forced to commit by their traffickers. And Senate Bill 8 and Senate Bill 38 go into effect January 1st. SB 8 requires Texas sheriffs to cooperate with ICE agents on certain immigration enforcement actions. SB 38 will speed up the eviction process for squatters. And while those new laws are rolling out, the state is also launching a new initiative that could directly impact schools. Governor Abbott has announced a new partnership with Turning Point USAID, open chapters of the conservative organization on every high school campus in Texas. The governor revealed the initiative yesterday during a news conference. He did not lay out any plan that would require schools to form the chapters, but he did warn of consequences for districts that try to block them.
Let me be clear. Any school that stands in the way of a Club America program in their school should be reported immediately to the Texas Education Agency, where I expect meaningful disciplinary action to be taken place for any stoppage of TPUSA in the great state of Texas.
The governor stopped short of naming the disciplinary action that will be taken. President Trump says he deserves an A+ for his handling of the economy, but recent polls show most Americans disagree. A Gallup poll finds only 36% of Americans think Trump is doing a good job with the economy, while 62% disapprove. Trump promised to bring prices down, but according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that hasn't happened. Everything from coffee to bananas is more expensive than a year ago. One of the biggest affordability issues is buying a house.
Homes are, on average, 50% more expensive than they were in 2020. 50% is enormous.
High demand and low inventory have led to skyrocketing prices. The Federal Reserve meets today and tomorrow and could lower interest rates for the fourth time in a year. That's good for borrowers, but has the potential to keep inflation higher longer. President Trump is threatening Mexico with higher tariffs again, saying the country is treating Americans' farmers unfairly. The president says Mexico violated a 1944 treaty that details water distribution from the Colorado, Tijuana, and Rio Grande rivers. He took to social media to accuse Mexico of under-delivering and threatened to impose an additional 5% tariff because of it. He says the lack of water is harming Texas farmers' ability to grow crops and raise cattle. More than half of the state of Texas is experiencing drought. Coming up, the Astros are making a big business move with their minor league teams. We'll tell you what it means for local fans next. National Weather Service is working to hire back hundreds of positions cut by the Trump administration. So far, only about 80 final job offers have been accepted for meteorologists and other specialized staff. The agency got permission to add 450 people after roughly 550 positions were cut. More than a dozen forecast offices are dealing with serious staff shortages that could undermine forecast accuracy during winter storms. The Houston Astros are selling off three of their minor league teams to Diamond Baseball Holdings, including the Corpus Christi Hooks. The sale also includes the Sugar Land Space Cowboys and Fayetteville Woodpeckers. All three teams will remain Astro affiliates and keep their current local leadership teams. Astros owner Jim Crane calls Diamond Baseball Holdings the perfect partner with a successful track record and says the company is committed to investing in communities and providing a best-in-class fan experience. Fan and ticket holders should not expect any changes. The sale is expected to be finalized in the next couple of weeks. A simple wish from one Korean War veteran ahead of his birthday. We'll introduce you to Pablo Ramirez when we come back.
All right, so December 9th, and we have had a lot of different kinds of weather showing up in our forecast, like this brief chill this morning. 39, the low temperature in Corpus Christi. There were temperatures that were colder than that, but hey, you know what? We're all good. We reached a high of 71 degrees. That's the perfect average temperature. We hit the mark exactly. That's a great day on our temperature calendar, right? So not too bad, but we are going to be seeing temperatures that start with this number in the 7-day forecast. So not that hot, but it is going to get quite warm very quickly. So one number we wish we could do a lot about is this one, the departure from normal. We do have some rainfall in the forecast. At this point, it's the end of the year. We are just trying to make it through the rest of 2025. And whatever we can do to shave down that deficit is going to be great. This weekend will help, but it's not going to be a huge drought busting kind of rain event for us. But hopefully we can make a good dent, nothing else. We'll talk about it. But lows this morning starting off pretty chilly for some of our inland neighborhoods. Check this out, 36 degrees, the minimum temperature this morning in Alice, also in Falfurrias, 37 in Beeville. So we actually had our first freeze warnings issued preemptively this morning in Bee and Live Oak counties, and that's because our temperatures were dropping a lot faster than expected, something called drainage flow. So behind that cold front, the cool, dry air that kept moving in, it was moving in, and it really helped those temperatures drop much more quickly, but thankfully no one hit the freezing mark here, so we're okay. The warm up happened very quickly after sunrise though, because we do have relatively dry air in place. So with temps reaching the lower 70s in Corpus Christi, it came with just a few clouds out there. Those are way up high, those wispy cirrus clouds. Really, a lot of the moisture, you've got to go thousands of feet up in the air where airplanes fly to see any of that moisture. So no hope for rain for us until the weekend, but still a very enjoyable forecast. Here's how temperatures are looking in your neighborhood. We're chilly along the coast in those middle 60s because you're by the water. What kept you warmer overnight is keeping you cooler this afternoon. Meanwhile, in the neighborhoods, hanging out in those 70s, but the sunset is upon us. So temperatures are going to be dropping pretty quickly. Again, you'll need a sweater if you have any outdoor activities after dark. But hey, let's talk about humidity because we need some here at the ground level to get rain in the forecast. And while it's going to be on the up and up through tomorrow, a little reinforcing cool down. Cool down is really giving it a lot of ambition, but a little reinforcing dryness, we'll call it, heading into Thursday will keep our temperatures from feeling too summer-like. But heading into the weekend, we're going to put some of this humidity to good use, and we are going to get some rain into the forecast. It's too early, again, to say exactly what neighborhoods get the best rain chances and when to expect it to start. It's all going to depend on when our cold front gets to Texas. Right now it's in the northern parts of the U.S. It's not even anywhere close to the Lone Star, but we're expecting that rainfall over the weekend. Right now, current track, Sunday looks to be the best day, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for a little bit more. The big weather picture is pretty boring across Texas. Beautiful weather here through the end of the week. Aside from those higher clouds, it's just a temperature roller coaster we're monitoring. But check this out. Once our front comes through over the weekend, hopes to give us a little bit of rain, we may be looking at those temperatures staying at least cooler than what they have been as we head into next week. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. A couple of 80s on the board. Looks like it's going to be nice for La Posada, the lighted boat parade on Friday night.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
The season of giving isn't just about presents, it's about being present. And that's exactly what one Marine Corps veteran had wished for. Pablo Ramirez is celebrating a birthday, but he didn't ask for gifts, just a chance to see his family together while he still could. Chris Six helped make it happen, and the result will warm your heart.
He goes, I don't need anything. The only wish I would love to get together to see my siblings, kids, and to meet them before anything happens, right?
You can watch Ramirez's full story tonight at 6 on Veterans in Focus. An 88-year-old Army veteran working as a cashier in Michigan became a millionaire this week. Brett Cast shows us how he did it, thanks to the kindness of complete strangers from around the world.
I'm Brett Cast in Brighton, where the world has been rallying to support an 88-year-old cashier at the local Meijer in town. They've raised a staggering amount of money, and today this check for $1.7 million was presented to Ed Bambus.
You can just focus on me. There's a lot of support for you here, man.
It's been a week and a half since 88-year-old Ed Bambus and social media influencer Sam Wiedenhofer first met in the checkout line at Meijer.
Just seeing if I could have help scanning this.
It was that simple question that got Ed's attention, and it was Ed's story that got the attention of the entire world.
My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
And you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to, or?
Yeah, I don't have enough income.
In less than a week, that video was viewed more than 10 million times on TikTok, and a GoFundMe was created for Ed to help him retire. In a matter of days, donations poured in, and now it was finally time for that final total to be revealed.
With everyone's support in the room, I want to reveal that this is one of the largest individual fundraisers in GoFundMe history. And yeah, if you want, you will be able to retire because we've raised you $1.77 million.
No. In a room full of supporters, Ed was all smiles and tears, especially knowing his biggest supporter was only there in spirit.
I wish my wife were here. But it's something that dreams are made out of, trust me. Yeah, from my beginnings to here.
I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hardworking.
Well, I try to be.
As for that person who nominated him, that was Lexi Wallace, a 26-year-old shopper at Meijer who, like everyone else, is still in shock at what has all happened.
He deserves it. He earned it. It's all him, for sure.
We all know you, Ed. For me, it reminded me of my grandpa. Ed reminded me of the love my grandpa had shown me. You know.
Back here at home, the Coastal Bend Food Bank hosted a big event today, and organizers say it was a rousing success. Nearly 700 families paid a visit to the fairgrounds in Robstown this morning for the Thomas J. Henry Feast of Texas Holiday Food Distribution. Everyone received a whole chicken, canned food, and a basket of fresh vegetables, fruit, and bread.
So anything that we do, it's not anything that we can do on our own, but it's always that collaborative effort with friends, neighbors, and citizens, and that's what makes the Coastal Bend such a special place.
Helping to distribute today were students and members of the Robstown Police and Fire Departments, and RTA provided transportation. If you're interested in volunteering with the Coastal Bend Food Bank, you can call 361-887-6291. Coming up, bringing joy to every kid this holiday season. Straight ahead, the tradition students at the Incarnate Word Academy are keeping alive. Students at Incarnate Word Academy are keeping a 20-year tradition alive by bringing Christmas presents to those who need them the most. And it wasn't Santa's big red sleigh dropping the presents off at the Church's Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints on Horn Road today. It was a little convoy of little red wagons. Since 2005, IWA has been granting the wishes of children in Child Protective Services. Child Protective Services provides the wish list. Students from IWA pick the names, then buy the gifts. Adeline Allman has been taking part since she was in first grade.
This is what they teach us at Incarnate Word Academy, is to help others that may need it more than us, and just to care for our community and help in any way that we can.
25 children will get Christmas presents this year. Each child's caseworker will pick up the gifts and deliver them before Christmas Day. A quick reminder, the 27th annual La Posada Lighted Boat Parade is coming up this Friday, and we've got a front row seat reserved just for you. You'll be able to watch the parade live right here on Chris 6. Dozens of boats will be decked out with hundreds of lights. Plus, there will be special performances. Join us Friday, December 12th at 7 p.m. And I'm told the weather's going to cooperate.
Yeah, I remember being out on that pier with the kids who were singing those Christmas carols, and I felt bad. Felt very guilty because it was so cold, but I knew that, and I was bundled up, and some of those kids were like, so, you know, there's that guilt that you just can't get rid of. But this year, I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. It's going to be a little warmer. Still sweater weather by my standards, but not too bad. We should be somewhere in the 70s by the time the parade rolls around, but we're all over the place this week. 80, another 80, and some rain this weekend. Not too bad, right?
A lot of responsibility being a weather person, huh?
You know, thank you. I appreciate you acknowledging
Oh, no, I fully admit it. Yes. Thank you, Stephanie. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks for choosing Chris 6 News. We'll see you back at 6 for more news in your neighborhood.
Bye.